we're about to get underway. The grid is being formed. And just to run down the order for you, it's Peter Shilcock and James Caswell on the front row of the grid. Two rookies starting on the front row. Then it's Mark Greenhow in third place. Dan Silver is in fourth place. Luke Critchley, Yellow Ooms on the third row. Then Jake Olver and Stephen Williams, watch out for him. Garen Batten and Richard Spanners Ready is your top 10. Other drivers to look out for. Our race 2 winner, Alexander Dobbelsberger, obviously starting in 20th place with Wingfield and Flag just in front of him. Bradley Philpott starting from 25th on the grid after dramas in the first two races. Carl Power starting down in 30th. Danny Henney in 33rd ahead of David Hatton. There's plenty of very quick guys starting right in the middle of the pack for this race, which is now underway, and Shilcock leads them away. Caswell looking towards the outside of La Source, but it's Shilcock who has the advantage. Greenhow trying to sneak his way up the inside. Plenty of cars going a little bit wide out at La Source. It's Greenhow looking to make it 3 wide towards Rouge. Thinks better of that as Caswell has made his move into the lead of the race. Just got the better run out of La Source, and he's through and leading Shilcock onto the Camel Straight. Everybody else is in third place at the moment. Greenhow, Silver and Ooms doing battle as well. Stephen Williams right in the mix of that. Look at Williams down on the inside in the Aston Martin colours. He's about to pick up 3 places at once here. Oh, bit of contact just on the outside of Les Combes. It looks like they've survived that, and it's Williams who's made up a few places. He's in fourth.
He has, and Ooms is right behind him, so those two are rapid racers. They could be heading towards the front very shortly as the lead changes once again, Chris.
Yep, so Shilcock did get back through around Les Combes, but Caswell takes it straight back into the no-name left-hander. Got a better run out of Rivage, and this is the open door for Mark Greenhow to go up the inside towards Pouon. A little bit wide in doing so, but he has made it stick. Plenty of cars having to take to the tarmac runoff area out there, and Williams surely got a pounce now around the outside of Fanier. I said keep your eyes on Stephen Williams. He's already up into third place, and he'll be looking down at the back of Mark Greenhow very, very soon.
Also keep your eye on Philpott and Henney, who've now made up to 15th and 16th places respectively. They are charging through the field. They will be up the front of the grid very, very shortly, Chris.
Look at Spanners in 8th place as well, running up ahead of Gary Thomas and James Wingfield. That trio has had a blinding start. Thomas 9th, Wingfield 10th, Dobbelsberger 11th, and Tim Ellis 12th. Don't forget, they started at the back of a top 20 after their results in race 2.
And here comes Spanners into the bus stop. He moves to the outside, see if he can overtake Garen Batten. These two have had battles before in the past. There's a spinner in front of them.
That's Shilcock, who was leading. He was on pole position, and he's dropped it. Oh, behind them, Dobbelsberger and Gary Thomas have come together. So, Henny looking at the back of Tim Ellis. Looks like Flag got himself into a bit of strife down at La Source. Meanwhile, for second place, Stephen Williams is making his move around the outside. Straight clear, and Spanners has done the same thing. Streams past Garen Batten. And that's fourth place for Spanners. Sorry, I had to double check my timing screen because we very briefly lost James Caswell from the lead, but he is still there. And it's Williams in second place, ahead of Mark Greenhow, Richard Spanners Ready, Garen Batten, Danny Henney now in 6th place. I mean, maybe this is the opposite of the commentator's curse, where now he's going to go and score some big points.
You've done it now, Chris.
Absolutely. I mean, I was about to say there are 6 different people who've been on the podium tonight, and Danny Henney isn't one of them. How unbelievable is that?
That is impressive. And also Brad Philpott, I think I'm struggling to find him. I think I saw him in the pits a moment ago. So he, after I gave him the commentator's curse, he was doing very well. But yeah, he's dropped right back down the field. So that's a real shame.
It's a shame for him. Yeah. Mark Greenhow is not through in this battle for second place. Still with Stephen Williams. But I tell you, even with the slipstream, he's struggling to match Williams' top speed.
Yeah, somebody who's coming under pressure, though, is Spanners in 4th from Batten behind. He's going to move to the outside into the bus stop once again.
So Batten looking to retake this position from Spanners and breaks deep round the outside. And, oh no, Spanners has gone into the back of him, just under braking. It was a tiny little nudge, but it was enough to send Batten round, and that's a shame. And that's more free positions for Danny Henny, who has just done a 12.3 across the line, and he is hauling in the guys in front.
It looks like Spanners is doing a very gentlemanly thing of he was backing off to see if Batten could go past, but Batten is nowhere to be seen. He's lost a couple of places. Henny now up to 4th.
So up at the front of the field, looks like we're about to see a change for the lead as James Caswell on lap 3 is going to have to yield to Stephen Williams. And look at the speed that Williams has got in a straight line in that car. There must be no wing on that thing at all.
You can actually see on these cars on the stream and actually in the model in iRacing, you can see the difference in wing levels. Stephen's got a very slender little T-tray there, whereas the guys behind him have got much fatter wings. So yeah, that is borne out on the graphics there. So Williams, yeah, moves up into P1. He's already got half a second. I expect him to blast away. We've got Greenhow coming up behind Caswell as well, a much more experienced racer. We'll see if he can make some moves into P2.
Well, he's going to have to scamper away, because Danny Henny is less than 5 seconds behind him in 4th place. And with still 6 and a bit laps to go, I can very easily see Danny Henny challenging for the lead come the final lap. So he's got to get his foot down. Last time around, he was only a 10th slower than Danny, but not quite sure how much traffic Danny had to contend with on that lap. So maybe this will be a better representation of their pace.
Spanner's under pressure again down the back straight. He has got Brian Boomsma just behind him in the Orange Arrows liveried car, swarming all over him.
Now, there's someone we haven't spoken a lot about tonight, but Boomsma, well, I guess, hasn't been fighting up at the front, but he certainly was in the Formula Renault Challenge. And this is the best we've seen of him all night, and is about to make his way up into 6th place. Oh, no, Spanners does let him through. Looked like he didn't brake deep enough, but Spanners ended up yielding the position to him anyway. So Danny Henny was 0.6 of a second quicker than Stephen Williams. Yeah, Williams was making a pass on him, but he practically had a slipstream down the Kemmel Straight. So he is going to be hauling him in. That gap is 5 seconds with 6 laps to go. It's going to be nip and tuck. Oh, where's James Caswell gone? Just a glitch on the timing screen. He is still in 2nd place, sorry.
He is. He's less than 1.5 seconds behind Stephen Williams and about a second ahead of Mark Greenhow at the moment, still in 2nd.
So Henny was just having to contend with a little bit of lap traffic there. Hasn't seemed to have held him up too much, because he's still closing these guys down. I mean, he must be loving seeing what's happened so far in this race, and now he's just putting his foot down. And Tim Ellis just behind him as well, about 2 seconds behind. He's in 5th place. Could potentially pick up some spoils if the guys in front of him start squabbling.
And the leader, Stephen Williams, is behind some of that lap traffic at the moment. He's making his way through, but he did get bulked a little bit onto the back straight. In fact, as has James Caswell, he got a little bit checked up on the exit there. That could give Greenhow a bit of a run coming down into the bus stop.
I mean, all of these 10ths of a second are going to be absolutely crucial if Henny can close down that gap come the final lap. You could rue the 10th that you lost behind a back marker at some point, and you're absolutely right. Greenhow is very much closing down Caswell for 2nd place. There's a little think about it up the inside of the bus stop, but can't make it stick. So keep an eye on him out of La Source and down the Kemmel Straight. Plenty of traction for Caswell on the exit of the bus stop, and seemingly out of La Source as well, but we'll see the run they get as they come over the top of the hill at Eau Rouge. And Henny, once again, the quickest car by about half a second on that last lap. He's just 1.8 seconds behind Greenhow now for third place. So especially when these two start squabbling again, it's just going to help Henny reel them in. Lap 5 of 9. So we're just over halfway through this final race of the night. Williams' advantage up to 2.3 seconds in this battle for second place. Developing nicely. Just give another update on Spanners. He's still in the thick of the action in 9th place. He's got Edward Shelley and Ishmael Basso battling right in front of him, and Anil Singh coming down on him as well. That's all going off over 7th place.
That's it. And some of the other panelists, so you got Matt Trumpets. He is in 43rd position. He's actually the next car to be lapped in front of the leaders. You've also got Kyle Power in 28th place, having a good battle with James Wingfield. And I actually haven't seen Alex Van Gien. He's dropped off my radar. Or here
Greenhow very close again, under braking for the bus stop chicane. It's the closest he seems to get. Oh, little twitch in the middle of the chicane there. That's going to cost him a few tenths. Now, he was close at that same point last time around. Whether he's quicker out of Stavolo and down that back straight, or if Caswell is making mistakes. Either way, he's now got Danny Henny to contend with.
Yeah, here he comes. You can see that slender wing on Danny Henny's car. He's surely going to have a great run down the Kemmel Straight as they go.
There's nothing of it, is there? It's just, well, why even bother with it? And, well, this is going to be the moment. And Greenhow leaves him plenty of space. And look, he's gone. He's gone already. Just straight through. And even with the slipstream, can't come anywhere close to Henny's speed. And Caswell deep into that chicane, and practically holding Henny up at this point, goes straight through at Malmedy, and that opens up the door for Greenhow. Opportunistic move there to sneak back onto the podium. That's Greenhow's experience showing up there. Caswell in his first Missed Apex Motorsport event.
Yeah, that was a classic, let the faster guy through and then follow in his wheel tracks as he puts the other guy wide, and yeah, just slammed it straight through. Fantastic move there from Greenhow.
So 3 and a bit laps to go, 4.1 seconds between Williams and Henny, and last time round he was 0.8 of a second quicker. Do you think he can do it?
Still not enough, Chris. That'll only bring him 3.5 seconds in, so it's going to be tight. He might be able, if he can snick that slipstream just down the back straight on the final lap, you might be in with a last lap lunge. Do you think Henny will, after the day he's had today, take that risk? I don't see why not.
Probably, yeah. Oh, I mean, we love to get an opportunity to compare their top speeds, because they're both running no wing on the back of that car at the moment. We've seen them breeze past cars with ease. Caswell not finished for that place on the podium. He wants that back. And he was getting close to Greenhow under braking for the bus stop. So very much a role reversal now, and we're seeing Tim Ellis close in on that battle as well. He's 1.4 seconds behind them, and I dare say it will be on the back of these guys by the end of the race. Greenhow coming back up Eau Rouge, and Caswell really picking up the slipstream and using it to his advantage, moving towards the inside on the Kemmel Straight, and we'll have the line down into Les Combes. Let's see how Greenhow's going to be able to defend that one. Tries it with late braking around the outside, and very respectful racing as they both leave each other room. But Caswell finally with the inside line down into the right-hander gets it done. Although Greenhow having another look back up the inside of Rivage, and Caswell does have to give him some space. Greenhow's going to make this one stick. He does. And look at Tim Ellis. He's arrived on the scene now.
Yeah, very quickly. In fact, he's going to pounce as Caswell goes a bit wide.
Straight away. And towards the inside of Pouon. Nicely done. So can he sneak his way onto the podium now is the question. He was, well, to be fair, Greenhow was racing and overtaking, but a lot quicker than Greenhow on the previous lap. So we'll see what the lap times are this time round. Thank you very much for your comments, by the way, in the live chat room. A lot of you seem to be big fans of Gregory Leader at the moment, and he's running down in 19th place at the moment. So definitely it seems like race 1 was his best performance of the night. And Sam Watley seems to think that Henny's going to throw the car at Williams from 10 car lengths back.
I don't see that happening. I think Danny's not quite. We're just going to come across the line now. Chris might give them an update, but I don't think he's made quite the indent that he'd like to, despite the traffic.
Yeah, 0.6 of a second quicker on that last lap, gap down to 3.2, and 2 laps to go. It's going to take a mistake from Williams, I think, at this point.
He is putting in qualifying laps, though, at 2:10.9. Yeah. That is an amazing race pace.
Battle for third, still not over. Greenhow is about to have his mirrors full of Tim Ellis, although he is going to get a slipstream from the back marker in front of him. So that could well help him defend this position down the Camel Straight.
He did lose a little bit of momentum through Radion, so Ellis might get a bit of a look. It probably isn't going to happen this time, but he's certainly right on his heels into the last couple of laps.
Fantastic speed down the Camel Straight for Tim Ellis. And we'll see if he can stick with him through the twisty middle sector. And that's the back marker having to move clear. I think that's Adrian Clark that they're rounding up. And Ellis still sticking with Greenhow so far in this middle sector. So again, it looks like we're on for another 3 different podium finishes, so we are going to have the 9 from 9 by the looks of it. I think that's even more competitive than how the Formula Renault Challenge started. Meanwhile, Greenhow was a little bit deep into the Fanier chicane. That's given Ellis the run he needs. And again, he has that little look up the inside of Savalo. We saw him do this in the last race. Didn't quite put Greenhow off as much as he would have wanted, but he's now in a perfect position with the slipstream back up the hill and lining up this third place manoeuvre now. Coming up towards Blanchimont, absolutely flat out, and he has to go more towards the outside. That gives him the inside line for the bus stop chicane. Can he get his slowed down when he gets there? Just about. Oh, he has a couple of twitches, and that gives Greenhow the run out of the corner. But Ellis looks like he's just got the momentum to hang on. Williams has started his last lap, yep, and Ellis towards the inside of last source makes that move stick. Boomsma, by the way, looking at James Caswell for 5th place, and Greenhouse still not finished with Tim Ellis for 3rd place. Looking up the inside towards Eau Rouge, he's trying to go around the outside. Fantastic! Oh, he had to cut the top of it to make it work. Fantastic move.
That was incredible. How did he manage to keep that straight?
Amazing, absolutely amazing. So with well, less than a lap to go now, and Williams is going to Ellis, sorry, is going to have to pull something out of the bag to reclaim that spot. Might be in the perfect position actually if they come out of Stavolo in the same order. He can just get him back towards the bus stop chicane. So we are on the last lap. The gap at the front of the field is 1.5 seconds. Williams has to be inch perfect for the rest of this lap. And I tell you, he's got traffic in front of him. He could still get held up. There's so much traffic in front of him. There's 4 cars squabbling for position right in front of him. He's got to pray that they see him coming and that they're going to get out of the way. But they're too busy focusing on themselves. Only a few corners to go.
Yeah, this could be disastrous for him. Henny is there just prowling like a shark just behind. It's Greenhow in there, and they're all. He's doing well as well. He's managed to keep Ellis just behind. He's going to get a bit of a run though.
So Trumpets are the next car up the road. He's going to get a slipstream from him actually. Might do. Is he just going to tuck in behind them and hope to gather up their slipstream? 1 second is the gap to Henny. And well, what do you do when you get down towards the bus stop chicane? Just going to tuck in behind them because these guys are still squabbling for position. Henny is right there. Let's go. He's getting held up behind Trumpets. Henny spun though. Henny spun out of second place. Williams wins. And Henny, I think, is just going to get over the line in second place. Tim Ellis has made it back onto the podium. He's in third. So we were worried about the gap at the end, which was 6.8 by the end of it. Very odd mistake from Danny Henny at the end. But, whew, that was race 3.
It's seeing a replay. He actually got it out of shape on the way into the bus stop, nearly collected it up, but just had that little bit of momentum, spun him round, and he barely crossed the line in front of Tim Ellis, who did manage to make a lunge down the inside of Greenhow into that final chicane. They were side by side through the fast left-hander just before. That was incredible stuff. If we get to see a replay of that one,
yeah.
Amazing dicing between those two this evening.
Fantastic. Just give you the rest of the order. So Brian Boomsma got 5th place, Ishmael Basso in 6th, James Caswell he fell down to 7th, but it's his first night in the championship. I doff my cap to you, sir. Edward Shelley in 8th, Spanners got 9th, and Adam Rosales, that was the top 10. What a way to start off this new championship.
I've got Mark Greenhow. Mark,
okay.
Are you with us in the comms booth?
Hello, yes, here I am.
So, what were you thinking through Eau Rouge there on that last lap? That was an incredible move you pulled.
Yeah, no, it was a kind of, I really wanted that 3rd place. It would have been by far my highest finish. I thought Tim might be a little bit conservative, so it was time to be sticky.
Oh, do you know what? And then just in the bus stop at the end, he just had you on the inside. It was fantastic duel between you two. We were sad to see you miss out on your maiden podium position.
Yeah, thanks, man. He had me all the way down Lacoum, so I don't know why he kept trying to do it in the bus stop, but it was a fantastic end to the race.